Welcome back to the HEART program. HEART is designed to help high school students develop preventative mental wellness skills and foster social-emotional learning. In this session, we'll learn about a set of skills called TIPP to manage strong emotions. So, let's get started. When we're really distressed and overwhelmed by our emotions, the idea of using skills can seem like an impossibility. How can you be mindfully aware, let alone remember what skills you could logically be using, when you can't even think straight? The zones of regulation is a simple yet useful way of thinking about how we're feeling at a given moment. Our normal calm state is called the green zone. If we're feeling sad, tired, or low energy, we're in the blue zone. The yellow zone is when we're starting to get distressed, but we're still in enough control to manage it. We're in the red zone of emotional regulation when we're feeling out of control. When we're too upset to use skills, what we really need is something really simple to do to calm us down enough to think about what to do next. That's what the TIPP skills are for. The TIPP skills for managing strong emotions. TIPP is a collection of skills. The letters in TIPP stand for temperature, intense exercise, paced breathing, and progressive muscle relaxation. Each individual skill in TIPP is targeted at changing a specific part of your physiology to activate your rest and digest response and to tip your body chemistry back into control. People sometimes rely on unhealthy or ineffective behaviors to cope with or avoid uncomfortable emotions. Using TIPP is a more effective way to manage a strong emotional response, such as anger, sadness, or even panic and overwhelm. The TIPP skills are also very effective for managing rumination, when we have unwanted, repetitive thoughts, or for poor concentration or inability to sleep, or the urge to engage in problem behaviors due to anxiety. We're going to review each TIPP skill one by one now. Using temperature, we can activate the mammalian dive reflex, which occurs when humans are submerged in very cold water without oxygen. The dive reflex turns on rest and digest and slows down the body functions to reduce the need for oxygen. The most effective technique for this skill is to submerge your face in a bowl of ice water as cold as 50 degrees. Don't forget a towel to dry your face. If you don't have a bowl, an ice pack can work, or even a cold drink can in a pinch. Hold your breath, put your face in the water, up to your temples for about 10 to 20 seconds. Lift, breathe, repeat 3 times. If you're using an ice pack or a drink can, wrap it in a damp paper towel to protect your skin. Apply it to your cheekbones just below the eyes and do the same thing. The temperature skill is extremely effective for quickly reducing strong emotions. However, the effects also pass quickly, so if you continue to focus on the things that set you off in the first place, it's possible that the strong emotions will come back. This means that once you lower the intensity of your feelings, you'll need to use another skill like your sensory recharging breaks to distract or self-soothe. And if something needs to be addressed immediately, you'll need to switch to problem-solving skills. Caution: because this skill can reduce your heart rate very quickly, make sure you're sitting down in case you get dizzy or faint. And people with heart disorders, low heart rate, or other medical problems should consult their doctor before trying it. The intense exercise skill is about engaging your fight-flight response. Remember, when you're stressed, your body releases hormones for action. If you don't take any, you'll be sitting with the feelings of restlessness that you interpret as anxiety until your body processes those hormones and returns to a resting state. Engaging in a high-intensity exercise effectively uses up the stress hormones. In addition, exercise releases calming hormones called endorphins that make you feel relaxed and help to improve your mood. Using this skill is very easy. You just need to move for 10 to 20 minutes, optimally some kind of aerobic activity. Wall push-ups, squats, and jumping jacks also work well if you don't have a lot of space. Or you could even have your own dance party to music that makes you feel good. Or do it all at the same time. No, not at the same time. Whatever you do, do it intensely, at 7 out of 10 level. A moderate walk is not strong enough to tip your body chemistry when you're feeling overwhelmed. Do adjust to your level of fitness. Your 7 out of 10 might be different from someone else's. Watch the time. You're aiming for 10 to 20 minutes, not hours. Once you stop and you're in cool-down mode, you may need to use other skills to manage your thoughts and keep your focus off the thing that's causing you distress until you feel more in charge of your emotions. Same caution as with using temperature. You may recall from earlier videos that long exhale breath will help you manage your stress response. When you breathe in, your heart rate speeds up a little, and when you exhale, your heart slows down. So by lengthening your exhale to twice as long as your inhale, you benefit from the extended slowing of your heart rate. This activates rest and digest so you can manage your stress response. For instructions, do the guided exercise in Module 1. The benefit of doing long exhale breath is that you can do it anytime, anywhere. There are no precautions. And it's very discreet. No one needs to know you're doing it. While trying new things can be uncomfortable, trying to lengthen your exhale may be very uncomfortable for some people. If long exhale breath is very uncomfortable for you, try a simple pacing technique of inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. It's not as good as lengthening your exhale, but you will benefit from slowing your breathing rate down. Progressive muscle relaxation, or PMR, is another way to manage your body chemistry by controlling the physical symptoms of your stress response. Remember that increased muscle tension is part of your body's preparation for action. PMR makes you aware of where you're holding built-up muscle tension and helps you to release it in order to activate rest and digest. PMR is a process of systematically tensing and relaxing muscle groups from your head to your toes and noticing the difference between the sensations. For instructions, do the progressive muscle relaxation guided exercise in this module. Just like paced breathing, the benefits of PMR are that you can do it anywhere. You can modify the actions to make it so that it's hard to tell you're doing it, so it's very private. And if you have an injury, just avoid that area. As always, trying new things can be uncomfortable. When doing PMR for the first time, people sometimes worry that they aren't feeling totally relaxed from this skill. While some people may experience a sense of relaxation, total relaxation is not the goal. The goal is to be mindful of the difference between tensing and relaxing your muscle groups, to bring awareness to any tension you are carrying in key areas and to release it in the process. Using TIPP skills is a fast and highly effective way to manage your emotions and move from the red zone where you feel out of control to the yellow zone where you're partially in control. Once there, you can think more clearly. Because it's a temporary effect, you have to follow up and use other skills for the situation. Here are some of the benefits of TIPP again. Using TIPP is as effective as engaging in a problem behavior, also known as a bad habit, without the negative consequences. TIPP works in the same way as fast-acting medications for anxiety without the cost or side effects of the drugs. TIPP skills are easy to do. You can turn them into good habits. And some of them, breathing and parts of progressive muscle relaxation, can be done secretly without other people noticing, so you can use them when feeling anxious in a public place. In review, we learned the TIPP skills and how to do them to manage strong emotions. Thanks for engaging, and see you next time.